G'day everybody, welcome to Sorted Out SI. I am Stu. I'm here with a FM26 reaction video because the trailer and article has just dropped about the entirely new and overhauled scouting system. So let's go and have a quick look at it. So as you can see, I've got my Twitter page up here. The video is only 44 seconds long, so I haven't actually seen this yet. So I'm going to be reacting along as this plays out. So I'm going to go that to big screen, and yeah, we're just going to play it and see what it does, and then we're going to go over the article and other bits and pieces, and I'm just going to give my opinions on things. And yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, smooth as usual. Fully integrated recruitment hub. Ooh. Requirements pitch. This is looking nice. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. Your contract. Okay. I do like a squad planner. I do like the squad planner. A little bit better. Colour scheme wise. Scouting, pros. Obviously they're using that. Change the squad. Change the game. Alright. Okay, so that was a little short but sweet, and not a full length, like 3-minute one that they did for releasing the gameplay footage. But that's not looking too bad at all. And as it says here on Twitter, it says smarter sales, quicker deals, total control. New real-life inspired tools redefine your squad building experience in FM26, powered by Transfer Room. Now, I'm going to let you guys into a little secret here. Okay, I do like my football, and I am quite knowledgeable about football, but this is the first time I've ever heard of Transfer Room. And I didn't realise, and I've got their website here, so we'll have a look at this first. Transfer Room is what is known as a contingency AI. And when you scroll down a little bit, they use this to basically plan out every financial aspect of a transfer, and who comes, who goes, what's paid, what's not paid, etc., etc. And it's used by over 800 clubs worldwide. And when you look at some of the clubs that are in the bottom of this, Liverpool, Villa, Brighton, Chelsea use it. I saw PSG pop up on there, Lyon, Monaco. All the American clubs, by the looks of it, Philadelphia, German clubs, Leverkusen, Dortmund, Leipzig, Frankfurt. This system is used by some absolutely huge clubs, massive clubs. And to have something like this as a system into a new game, I think that's pretty spectacular myself. You don't pull something like this off on a whim. This has obviously been in the planning for quite a long time, and to integrate a system like this that is used by professional clubs into a game scouting system just adds to the realism. I think that is an absolute immense call by SI to put this sort of system in place into the game. So this has got me a little bit excited about it now. I like the look of this, but if we go over to the FM page, this is what it's looking like. So, powered by Transfer Room, FM26's recruitment revamp. I'm just going to go through this like sort of verbatim, so to speak. Building your squad in the transfer market is obviously, it's at the heart of the entire game. It's why we play the game. We play the game to win stuff, but we also play it just to find that next regen, that amazing striker, or that absolute wonder kid winger, or, as the case may be in FM24, trying to find a fullback or a goalkeeper. You all know what I'm talking about there. But recruitment is also an area of the footballing world that's constantly evolving as clubs look for marginal gains on their rivals. That's very true. In real life, that is very true. Everybody's trying to get one up over each other and just get the right players in. We saw that in this summer's transfer window. For FM26, we furthered our collaboration with our partners at Transfer Room to give a new real-life inspired tool for incoming and outgoing deals, while making the wider recruitment experience in-game smarter and more intuitive to you. Alright, now I'm going off that paragraph there, and I didn't realise this. I mean, I'm not a complete and utter FM nerd where I dive at who is the partners and all that sort of stuff. So if Transfer Room had been partnering with FM for a while, then I apologise. I didn't realise that. Never heard of them before, but now looking into them a little bit, it's definitely got me excited for the new game. So, a new home for your recruitment needs. Now looking at this is what the UI is looking like. So, Okay, I'll read off the top there. So FM26's overhauled UI is about clarity without compromise, making everything simpler to use and more intuitive to navigate. For scouting and transfers, that meant consolidating what used to be multiple different areas, yes it did, into one recruitment hub within our navigation bar. The new recruitment home screen contains some tiles that will be familiar to returning players, but also some smarter additions that make it much easier for you to prioritize and plan effectively in every save. Okay, so looking at this screen then we have, obviously in this part of player database, we have contract details, and by the looks of it, it's looking like it's explaining who's on 12 months left on their contracts. You got recruitment objectives down here by the board. You got the clauses section. Finally, you can actually get to just go click on the clauses section if you want to sell a clause. Brilliant. Then you got your shortlist, you got your squad planner. I used squad planner a lot in the background of FM24. I thought it was a very, very handy tool, and I'm glad that they've kept that in. Transfer room out, 53 opportunities powered by transfer room. So that's where you get players offered, and also by the looks of it down there, from what I'm gathering there, it highlights players that are available on the market. And then we have the staff database, we have the recruitment budgets, that's the most important thing, where your scouting budget, your wage budget, and your transfer budget is. And then you got your transfer activity, you got 2 days left, then you got your transfers in, transfers out, so it's like a highlight of who's coming in, who's coming out, so you can keep an eye on things. And even a little section there that says Director of Football offers. So if you want your Director of Football to start making offers on players, then yeah, that's not so bad. That's pretty slick. Speaking of Director of Football as well, I do have a video coming out within the next week on Director of Football saves. So make sure you tune in for that. Nice little segue there, I thought. And then obviously you got the player database where you have your top scouting parts. You got your recommendations. Camavinga and Hjulmand are on this list here for Man City. So yeah, okay. I like the look of that. The recruitment objectives tile, for example, gives you a quick snapshot of what your board and fans are expecting you to deliver. Your immediate needs have been made more obvious with a direct link to the squad planner. Get my words all right. Staying on top of player contracts isn't an easy task, but there are some visual cues to help you here. The contracts tile shows the breakdown of the contract lengths across the squad and immediately surfaces those players with less than 12. That's good. So instead of looking on your squad screen and having a look through all your players down that list, it's just going to highlight it right on there at the start of a new season. These players have got 12 months left. Sort it out. I quite like the sound of that as well. Just something a little bit quicker, a little bit snappier. That's not too bad. And then we have a look at this screenshot here. Looking like that is the contracts list. Yeah, looking at the players here. So 91 contracted players at Man City. That's quite amusing. But yeah, let's look at it. Advice, it gives you advice. So offer the contract to delay the decision. So it's similar to what you got in the email screen, but it's been condensed down into the recruitment hub now instead of using the email screen, which I kind of like. It keeps it all together. Keeps it nice, neat and tidy. So recruitment isn't just about players though. You also find in the sub-menu section, you've got all the tools you need for shaping your backroom team as well. Staffing is so important. New transfer tools powered by Transfer Room. So FM26's two biggest recruitment additions, powered by our partners at Transfer Room, can be found in the overview screen. Transfer Room is football's online transfer marketplace, a digital platform where clubs are able to simply and directly communicate their recruitment needs and desires to other clubs. It's a communication tool. That's quite smart. We began our collaboration with them on FM24. I didn't know that. By giving you the option to offer your players for sale via Transfer Room. That's still there, but their integration has leveled up in FM26 with the addition of two new features modelled on real-life functionality they provide to the clubs around the world. Requirements and pitch opportunities. Intriguing. Let's focus on recruitments here, as these are there to give you a more realistic and authentic experience when it comes to buying players. These are essentially a way for you to communicate directly with every other club in your game and outline specific requirements of the transfer market. Alright. Okay. That's not bad. When creating an advert, you can specify what position you're looking for and the sort of player roles you're interested in for both in and out of possession tactics. Okay. You can also set an expected playing time, from a star player right through to someone who's coming in just to provide squad depth, as well as the type of transfer and age profile you're looking for. And there's the screen for it. So you have your options of in possession or out of possession. Then you have your roles, and then your transfer type, and then your age, and then your playing time there. Okay, that's not too bad. From there, your ad will be circulated to every club in the game, and they'll have the ability to come back to you with players that might fit your needs. Your director of football will make recommendations to you based on what the clubs come back with. Just like in real life then. With you then able to approach the agent, scout the player yourself, make an offer, or wait for other options to arise. I really like that. I like that. Simply put, requirements streamline the incoming recruitment process for you by allowing you to express your needs directly and give you a clear insight into what is available in the market. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Bringing new players in often means letting some go, and that's where pitch opportunities come in. So this is the sales side of things. These are the direct counterpart of the requirements, allowing you to see what other clubs in your game world are looking for. So say, for instance, I have Wataru Endo at Liverpool. Surplus to requirements now. I don't need him. I'm bringing a new DM in. I stick him up on the transfer market. I pitch him out to other clubs, and another club will come in and say, yeah, we need a DM, but he'll actually fit us quite nicely as a first starter because they were a slightly lower league club, one match evaluation, all that sort of stuff. So that's quite good. But it's basically touting your players around a little bit more. Opening the transfer room out card allows you to see the requirements that other clubs have put with the exact same detail regarding position, blah, 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 blah. You can also filter these by both transfer and loan adverts. That's good. If you find something that you think matches someone in your squad that's surplus to requirements, you can directly offer them to the club. Simple as that. I always found that offering players to other clubs in FM24 didn't really work quite right, so hopefully this will correct it a little bit. The pitch activity tab allows you to easily keep track of everyone you've offered out. You'll still receive bids independent of pitch opportunities. I expect that, yeah, because obviously not everything is going to go through that, but I'd hazard a guess that most of it does. However, pitch opportunities gives you more autonomy and choice when approaching player sales and directly exposing the needs of other teams in the game world. So you can start playing it tactically a little bit. Ultimately, the introduction of both requirements and pitch opportunities changes the way you interact in the market. Then we have the smarter scouting. The ability to use the new in and out possession functionality in your recruitment isn't limited to transfer room. You can use it in the recruitment focuses and general scouting as well, with the new color coding functionality making it easier for you to keep track of how many active focuses you have at any one time. Now that, I think, is a key thing, because whenever I was doing like sort of scouting and doing scouting focuses, a lot of them just got muddled and mixed in with each other, and you couldn't really define unless you gave them a proper name, and even then they would just get lost in a list. I think that color coding, I do love a good color coding. That's all good. There's more under the hood changes to waiting for you to discover, all designed to elevate your recruitment experience and increase the realism. So the improvements and tweaks include, but are not limited to, changes to how clubs sign younger players to satisfy club visions. My God, actually marrying up club visions. Whew, there's a thing. Further tweaks to the AI squad building, FFP having more of an impact. New transfer clauses for individual player awards, better logic surrounding preferred positions in loan negotiations, especially more loans with future fees and buyback clauses, improvements to when and why AI clubs recall players from loans early. Intriguing. And here we have a layout of what looks like is going to be the new transfer window. So we've got this example being Nathan Ake. All very similar stuff. All the details are there still. It just looks a little bit bolder and slicker at the same time. I quite like the look of this, and obviously it's highlighting here that you can get bonus competition and player reward achievements as well. So if Nathan Ake goes on to win the Ballon d'Or, he gets a bonus of like 500,000. That's never going to happen, but you never know. And then finally, FM26 delivers several new signings into the recruitment department from a more intuitive menu that gives you better oversight to 2 new transfer room power tools. You're primed for enhanced squad building season after season. FM26 changes the transfer market. It's over to you to change the game. Well, what can be said about that, folks? I'm actually really excited about that. I think these changes are going to be big. And transfers were never really too much of a problem with me for FN24. The scouting was a little bit convoluted and a little bit complicated, and everybody had their own ways of doing things. I'm hoping that with like sort of the colour coding system and things like that are coming into the game, then yeah, I think it could work, and I think it makes it a little less convoluted, especially using this transfer room system. Using that to sell players and buy players, and it's all there, making things a little bit easier. I think that is a brilliant addition into the game overall. Well, there we have it, folks. That is the FM26 scouting reaction, if you want to call it that. And yeah, I'm very, very excited about this. I think the game can't come soon enough. I'm really, really pumped for this game to come out now. Regardless of any like sort of other little bug issues, I'm sure everything will be sorted out, and any teething issues will definitely be sorted out by the time November 4th comes around. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, Sorted Out SI, and also, if you would be so kind, make sure you pop over to my channel, Tifo FM, to drop me a sub as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep an eye out for the Director of Football video coming out next week. I'll see you guys then. Ta-ra.